Hi, all. This is Holly at Homewood Science Center. We are coming to you today with our very last brain break featuring our friend Amethyst, who was an art therapy intern at the Cancer Support Center. We've really enjoyed working with Amethyst the past couple of months on these brain breaks. And even though we won't be putting out new episodes continuing for a while, just know that you can enjoy all of our episodes online at homewoodsciencecenter.org. Last week we mentioned that we were doing a giveaway, a pop-up science at home giveaway. You can still download these pop-up science at home activities and use items from your own house to complete the activities. So check that out, homewoodsciencecenter.org. Our first pop-up science at home features the life cycle of a butterfly. How fun. And also featuring the life cycle of a butterfly. Last week, our family yoga featured life cycles of bugs and butterflies and flowers. So family yoga, you can join us at 1 p.m. on Facebook. We are partnered with Serendipity Yoga for these wonderful classes that families can move and stretch and breathe and play. And we go on a yoga field trip every week, and it's super fun. So check those out. We also have the recordings on our website as well, homewoodsciencecenter.org. And last but not least, final announcement for the day. Of course, we are reminding all families to complete your census. The census is a count of everybody in the United States. It only happens every 10 years. For every person that is counted in the census, our area will receive federal funding. It turns out to be about $1,500 per person that's counted per year. So if you multiply that by 10 years, if you get counted, you are bringing in $15,000 of federal funding to our area. And I think with the situation that we're in right now, you see the need for federal and government support. So please, folks, go ahead, go on to the census website and complete your census. We also have our photo contest just the last day or two for that. So get your photos in on Facebook. So we're really excited to have Amethyst go ahead and present her screen now. Amethyst, we've really enjoyed working with you for these brain breaks. I hope you've been having fun with us. And we're really excited to see what you have in store for us today.
Thank you, Holly. It's been great working with you all as well. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, so today our brain break theme is community. Just because, we're talking about, this pandemic and everything going on. And, even though that we're sitting in our houses for a lot of this time, it's still really important to think about our community. And so first thing I want everybody to think about is like, what does community mean to you? And you might even want to go through like, who are the people in your community? Your friends, your family, your neighbors, service industry workers, all that. Like, who are people that you see when you're out and about? I think about, I don't know if you all have seen that song on Sesame Street where they do like the people in your neighborhood. But that's sort of what I think about when I'm trying to form my idea of a community is like, who are the people in my neighborhood? Who are the people that I see at school? Who are the people that I see at work? Who are the people that, I see when I go to the grocery store?
And Amethyst, we can also think of the places in our community too, along with the people. Like we have wonderful places in the Homewood-Flossmoor community, like our school districts, our park districts. We have wonderful parks. We have excellent community events. Homewood Science Center, we hope you think of when you think of your community, the library. There's so many wonderful places that help form our communities too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really an important part. And so while you're thinking about like, who's in your community and like where your communities are, think about what it feels like to know that you have a community. Like, how does that make you feel knowing that there's other people who are sharing this space with you and that are, living in your area and that you see every day? And while we're all self-isolating, and we're mostly staying at home, how can you still reach out and connect with the people in your community? How can you still support each other and then also feel that support yourself?
Yes, I know
So
that.
here are some different art ideas about communities.
And Amethyst,
What was that, Holly? I'm sorry.
going back to your last slide, the thought about how can we still connect with our community, that's one thing we've really been trying to think about at Homewood Science Center. So that's why we came up with the idea of doing the brain breaks. So we could still offer some wonderful exploration for our families out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think a lot of, I know the Cancer Support Center has been doing a lot of that as well, like trying to reach out to people on social media. And so, art ideas about the community is the first thing. If you're trying to think about your community and you want to make some art, you can create art about being with people in your community. You can even make art about the places you go every day. So if you're thinking about all those places like the library, the parks, maybe make like a little neighborhood map that you like draw out, and then you can think about each of the different areas and like who you might see there and like what it might look like. Maybe you want to draw a picture of you and your classmates from school, or like if you go to any like groups or clubs or anything, and having that piece of art, and then maybe you can post it online and share it to them or email it to them, or just like have it as something nice to like put up in your room or your house to remind you of the sense of community that you have. And then another idea, which I think this one's really fun, is you can make art for your community. You can put art in your window, you can put art in your yard, or maybe even make cards or something that can be mailed or emailed. So like the pictures that I had, this house was, I don't remember where it was, but it was from a newspaper article of people who made signs to put in their windows. And it says, "Hi friends, we hope you're doing well." Or, "Hi friends, we hope you're well." And it's just like a nice sign that they can put in their window for people who are out taking walks. If you have some sidewalk in front of your house, you can draw on the sidewalk. You can make homemade cards. And then these are just ways that you can still reach out to people and let them know that you're there.
Yeah, those are excellent.
And whenever I sidewalk chalk.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amethyst. So towards the end of your presentation,
Okay.
we have some wonderful examples of community art that's going on right now, right here in the Homewood-Flossmoor area too. So I'm excited to share those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I actually found just a fun video ago. They put a hopscotch board in a, if I can make it play, a hopscotch board in a busy city street, and they would see who all would stop. Here, maybe I can make it play this way. Why won't it play? That's so weird. I don't know. Okay, for some reason I can't make this video play. But it's from a company called The Cut. You can find their video on YouTube. Basically, it was a busy city street, before all the pandemic happened. It was a few years ago. And they drew a hopscotch board, and they took a video for like 10 hours of all the people walking by. And they did a count of how many people would stop and play hopscotch and how many people would just walk by. So that was kind of cool because it was kind of like science, doing an experiment, seeing who would stop and play. And then it was also just really fun to see all the people who did stop and play, or wait, here it is. There we go. I don't know why it didn't want to load for a second. We'll see if it works, but it's a very cute video.
Dirty Data Hopscotch. I like how the name for that.
Yeah, they have a couple of other videos where they like little like social experiments or with people.
I like how they turned this into an experiment by tracking how many people walked by and how many people actually played. So it's like you can take anything and make it into a science experiment if you are able to collect the data. And scientists use that a lot. They take data to look at how things are trending, how things will work out. So just like the way that Dr. Fauci and everybody at the CDC is looking at the data for this pandemic, this is looking at data in a really fun way by how people react to the hopscotch. How fun!
A lot of people that just stop and smile or take a photo. I like this person that does it 3 times. And so that was their final statistics of the 1,053 people that passed by this street, which you probably don't have that many people going by your house. But out of that many, almost 130 people decided to play some hopscotch while on their way to whatever they were doing. And so I just think that's just a cute little video about how just having a simple, fun little thing. Even the people who didn't play, like they smiled, they took photos. I like the one where the girl does the hopscotch and then another person walking by gives her like a thumbs up. I thought that was so cute. How do I go back? But yeah, really so cool maybe you can do something like that.
It's really cool how the community artwork, even if they didn't play, like how you said, it still affected them. You might have seen a smile or a look of wonder. It's really cool that artwork that is out there in the community can affect so many people.
Absolutely. So I know you had some things you wanted to show to Holly that are a little bit more local to y'all's community.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm really excited because in our community, we are seeing some community artwork going on. And you do not need to be an expert or even, you know, an older person or a teenager or whatever. Here is an example of our friend Lily, who her family is very involved at Homewood Science Center. They volunteer for a lot of our pop-up science events. Her mom, Jeanette LaPlante, is a huge volunteer for us. You probably recognize her, especially if you've been to Pop-Up Science or Walk Welton. But Lily came up with a wonderful community art project that also incorporates exercise. So I wanted to go ahead and show off Lily's rainbow exercise, which is a community rainbow exercise project. You can like them on Facebook. And here is Lily's message to our community.
Hi, my name is Lily. And I'm super smart. I love rainbows. I know the virus is still going around, but we can still go on walks. I want to start a rainbow exercise project. You need to put rainbow art outside your window and on your door. Since we can still go on walks, if you see someone else's rainbow art, do your own exercise like this rainbow art. So do exercise if you see it. Bye.
All right. Bye, Lily. We will do those exercises if we see that rainbow art. And I do recommend that everybody check out the Community Rainbow Exercise Project on Facebook. And if you can put up some rainbow art, here are some pictures of beautiful rainbow artwork. And if you go on the Facebook page, you can see other houses that have rainbow art up and some of the exercises that they've recommended to play. And so that is from a very young member of our community. And then we have another wonderful member of our community doing an excellent community project, and that is our fellow Homewood Business Association member, Thomas Photographic Services. I wanted to highlight that Thomas Photographic Services is doing a really cool community photography project. So they have photographed families in front of their houses. This is all done via social distancing. And they are capturing what life is like in the pandemic for families that have been sheltering in place. So you can see here some of the photographs. You see people with masks on, their whole family social distancing maybe. But they also went around and took pictures of some of the wonderful places in our community, like the businesses of the Homewood Business Association. And so you'll see those floating around on Facebook as well. So community art can, like Miss Amethyst said, can either be a project that you put out there for the community. It could be a project that you do yourself to celebrate your community. Or it could even be something that you put out for other people to do, like the rainbow art or the hopscotch project. So we really hope that you are able to stay connected with Homewood Science Center, with our community. This wraps up our virtual Brain Break series. These were wonderful art exploration activities. And I just want to say thank you again one more time to our partners, the Cancer Support Center, and to our friend Amethyst for joining us for all of these wonderful art exploration lessons. So thank you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone. It was great having me.
Oh, we love
having
great
letting you have me or whatever. I can't talk.
All right. Bye, guys.